It is getting serious among the Muslims. In fact, a Muslim also watched the short video, and this is what he had to say. You could have said you don't know the answer. By the grace of Allah, answer coming up soon on this. Stay tuned as Al-Bawani lectures on FB and YouTube. Now, after watching the full video, somebody sent him the link to watch the full video. Here's what he has to say. Again, still not satisfied how Yusuf handled the issue. In fact, the video is terrible. I enjoyed it. But Akadib could have accepted his code from the phone. After all, it's truth that needs explanation. And again, he didn't really explain the fact about the child married. There is a lot of misconception on that issue. Allahu Alam. Also, my very good friend Fusha also feel that the video I uploaded was doctored, that is not real. Here is what he said on Facebook. Recently, a video was shared by Christian apologists, especially by Korede Olawe, concerning an event of Akadib when Yusuf Adepoju was questioned by a funny creature named Simon Baminas. I would be sharing an unedited video of the conversation as what was heard was doctored, but so many people never noticed. Please stay tuned. Now, Funshon feels that what I uploaded to the Facebook page is edited and that is not real. So what I'm going to be doing in this short video is that we're going to be talking about two major things. First, we're going to be taking a look at the claim that the video that I uploaded was doctored and is not real, that I've edited it and it looks so awkward. Now, the second one is that the position of the hadiths on this issue really is what Baminas or Simon read in that program. Is it the same thing that is in the hadith? That is what we're going to be taking a look at. Then I'm going to do another video, which is actually going to be the second video, where we'll be responding to Adepoju's response to Baminas concerning the age of Anna the prophetess. So let's dive into this video. First off, I want to show with evidence that the video that I uploaded is not doctored by me, neither is it a fake video, but it's actually a video that I found on YouTube. Somebody named Mustafa Tawik is the one that uploaded this video. In fact, to prove that this is the video from Akadib themselves, the video that I uploaded actually, the title of the video is Unfolding the Truth. And if you want to be specific or you want to check out the one I'm talking about, it's actually the part 2. And then you can even see the image on the screen. This is the part 2 of the image from the video that I was referring to. So you can go check it out yourself. And don't think that I uploaded this or I doctored it myself. I actually pick it up from YouTube, which is actually a production of Akadib themselves. So the first lie that the video that I posted is doctored has been busted. And I think Braj Afushani Mashamu should apologize to the Muslims for misleading them and misinforming them that the video that I uploaded is doctored. Now we're going to go to the second claim. We're going to take a look at the video. We're going to interact with the video. Let's take a look at the video again and interact with it and see the interaction between Baminas and also Yusuf Adepoju.
Therefore,
if you remember, I told you on WhatsApp that I'm coming to ask my questions.
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
After asking my questions, maybe later we might now decide to say, okay, if there's any other thing we might want to discuss, we discuss.
Go ahead. Don't worry. Right. After your question, right. This is dialogue, this is debate. You ask me question, I ask you question.
All right. The questions, my first question is about the Prophet Muhammad. You people believe that Prophet Muhammad is a...
You can increase the volume, please.
Is a prophet of God. He's a prophet of Allah. You understand? And I'm going to ask a question about his on the marriage between him and the Prophet and Aisha.
Aisha, then
yes.
That's been your question. That's been the question of Islam.
According to the Islamic sources, it says that Muhammad got married to Aisha at the age of 6 and consummated the marriage with her at the age of 54 years. That was it. Consummated the marriage with her, at the age of 9. And the Muslims are to emulate Muhammad, are to follow the examples of Muhammad. I'm surprised I've never seen a Muslim who got married to a 6-year-old child like his own prophet and consummated the marriage with that man.
Please let us be silent.
Now you will notice that the Muslims are already getting pissed off by what the brother is saying now. I don't blame them. It actually sounds disgusting to their hearing. So they think that it is made up. Anyways, let's hear more.
At the age of 6. So I am surprised. That is why I'm here to ask. That's my first question. I'm asking Ustaz to tell me, why is it that Muslims are not emulating their prophet by marrying 6-year-old children and having consummated marriage by having intercourse with them at the age of 9? Why is it so? And you are to emulate the prophet. Why is it so, sir? Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a very good question. My brother Simon, before going to ask your question,
yes, sir.
Give us the evidence. Number one, give us the evidence of the question you asked.
Please note what the Ustaz is saying. He's asking for an evidence, which is actually a good thing. And the reaction of the crowd is also telling. They shouted Allah Akbar, thinking that the brother has got no evidence. In fact, this goes on and on.
Sir, Mr. Yusuf Adepoju, you are a scholar and you know you are imam. You understand Islam.
Leave Yusuf Adepoju. You have asked the question, Brother Simon. Give us the evidence of that question from the hadith, then we answer you.
I want everyone to take note of this. Yusuf Adepoju asked the brother to bring the evidence from the hadith, and we answer him. That's a promise. But let's see what happened hereafter.
Sir, are you trying to say that there's nothing like that in Islam?
You have asked the question.
No, I'm asking evidence. You, if you're trying to deny it, are you denying that there's nothing happened like that in
Brother
Islam?
Simon, I am not answering you now. You asked a question. Give us the evidence that he married at the age of 6 and consummated it at the age of 54. Then we answer you.
Is there anyone here who doesn't know about that in the hadith? If there is, then I will bring out the evidence. If you don't know, or if you don't have anything like that in Islam, that is a simple thing. I will know how I will provide the evidence. If there is nothing like that in Islam, please come and tell me that there's nothing like that in Islam. And now, sir, okay,
Simon, cool down. Cool down. Don't be emotional.
I'm not fighting anybody here.
No, don't be emotional. Don't be emotional. Brother Simon, you have asked the question. Please, my brother, leave Simon and myself. Please, for God's sake, leave us, please.
Again, at this point, the audience are already getting angry. I mean, really, really angry. But let's move on.
Brother Simon, we are Muslims. You have asked these questions. This particular question has been generating so many controversies.
Adepoju is actually right on this. There are some Muslims who don't believe that Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 6 or even had sex with her at the age of 9. They claim that the hadith that reported this is a complete nonsense to defame the Prophet of Islam. He's actually right. But let's go on.
Now, we are going to answer you. What you have asked, give us the evidence.
In fact, why can't you just tell them if the hadith is Sahih or Da'if? Why playing around on this matter? But unfortunately for him, the brother provided the evidence from the phone. Now let's see what happened next.
Thank you very much.
If you don't have evidence, you can ask another question.
Thank you very much. Here is the evidence, Mr. Yusuf Adepoju. The evidence is in Sahih Bukhari, volume 7, book 62, number 64. Narrated Aisha that the Prophet married her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old. And then she remained with him for 9 years. I'm 50, coming. Another evidence.
Wait, you said 54.
I didn't say 54. That was a mistake. I said 9. Please, the people are my witness, sir.
You made a mistake.
Sir?
You agreed you made a mistake.
I made a mistake when I said Muhammad consummated the marriage with the Aisha at the age of 54.
You made
understand?
A mistake.
And now here it was 9. I corrected it. Even when without looking at the evidence, I corrected it that it was 9 years old. Now another evidence also here.
There's something I want you to note here. Why the brother was reading the hadith from the phone. Adepoju's boys, instead of looking for the answer to help their boss, they are busy showing him a verse from the Bible to bail him out. Is that not interesting?
Sahih Bukhari, volume 7, book 62, number 65, narrated Aisha that the Prophet married her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old. Hisam said, I have been informed Aisha remained with the Prophet for 9 years till his death. What you know of the Quran by heart. This is the evidence that some people here don't know about.
You are quoting from the phone. Please.
I'm not quoting from the phone. I have given the evidence. I quote the number of the hadith.
Brother Simon.
You understand me? If you don't have the hadith here,
Brother Simon,
then that is another different thing entirely.
Brother Simon, you are quoting from the phone. Bring out.
I'm quoting from evidence that you say that should provide, sir. And this is the evidence.
Brother Simon, wait now. Bring out that volume of Sahih Buhari.
Now, this is really misleading. Since the Ustaz knows that there is an hadith narration like that, why can't he just answer the question for the sake of the audience? I mean, for the sake of the Muslims audience who are already getting emotional and reacting. He should have just answered the question. Why can't he just answer the question? Let's move on.
Bring Sahih
Volume 7.
Yes, volume 7 now.
Volume 7. See it here.
We
you
are
don't want
not
to see it. Do you have hadith here?
Bring your Sahih
If you
Buhari.
have hadith, then bring out the hadith. Let us look at the hadith whether I am lying.
So you
if
don't
I
have
am
the
lying,
hadith.
no, you're trying to deny it. That's nothing like that.
I am not. Wait. We have many of you. We are not accepting anything from the phone.
Now, this is the most embarrassing part of the video. Adepoju asked for evidence from the brother. After hearing this being read out, he said the brother should bring a hard copy of the hadith. Are you saying what they read from the phone is not authentic? Why should he bring the hard copy of the hadith for you to accept what he has read? This is really disheartening. Anyway, let's continue.
You are not accepting anything from the phone. And this is the hadith.
Wait,
I got the number and the book and everything about the hadith. You're denying your own hadith.
Give us that hadith.
Why should he bring for the hadith copy when he can read it from the phone? Is Adepoju denying that there is something like that in the hadith? Is he denying that there is a narration like that in the Sahih Buhari? Why can't he just go ahead and answer the question if he knows that there's something like that in the Sahih Buhari? Why is he asking for a hard copy, knowing fully well that the brother does not have a hard copy of the hadith right there? Let's move on.
Whatever we are going to quote for you. Okay, wait. Let me ask you this question. Then I will answer your question. Now,
please, I have not finished asking you my question. I don't see.
I know. Wait,
I'm asking you questions, right?
But
let me finish with my questions before you now proceed on asking me any question related. I've told you from the beginning that I should ask my question before.
Okay, give us evidence. Give us evidence.
Now, what I now need is that you should explain why Muslims don't emulate the Prophet.
Okay, sit down, my brother. Now, about 2 days ago, you made us to believe that you are coming here and we are going to have dialogue. Abi? Now, you want to make references to Sahih Buhari and you didn't come with Sahih Buhari.
Furthermore, Adepoju says he uncovers the cover-up of the Christian and also function as the leader of an academy. How can this same academy that parade English translation of the Bible and even stock them in a traveling bag can't access Sahih Buhari, one of the most trusted sources of Islam? Why is he asking the brother to bring the Sahih Buhari when he, as an academy, can produce the Sahih Buhari himself? This is really misleading and disheartening as well.
It is here now, sir. It is here.
This is your phone.
It is here.
Where?
Don't you have Quran here? Don't you have hadith?
No, we have our Quran.
Don't you have hadith in phone? And don't you have Quran in the phone, in your phones?
What sort of an academy is that? In order to show that this is a double standard, this is the same scholar that was reading from the Tafsir when he was encountered by Folari. In fact, he was reading from the phone. The last program that he had, the last encounter he had with Brother Folari, this same scholar was reading from the phone. He was reading the Tafsir from the phone. Now, if he's reading the Tafsir from the phone, and that is acceptable, why is reading the hadith from the phone, in the case of Brother Simon now, not acceptable? This is getting funny. Really funny. Let's move on.
Don't you have it there? Are you not trying to read? Are you not going to say I reject the Quran in the phone because it is in the phone? When this is evidence, please, sir, be sincere to yourself. I have got the number of the hadith. I have got everything about the hadith, and this is the evidence. And I have presented the evidence. I am not asking the question why you guys don't emulate Muhammad by marrying 6-year-old children.
Okay, don't worry. Let me answer you. Let me answer you for the sake of people here.
Thank you, sir.
Even though you never gave us evidence, my brother, do you know why we are not following that? Do you know why?
Why?
Because you Christians, you are marrying and Jesus Christ never married.
Can you imagine that? What kind of logic is that? So because Jesus did not get married and the Christians are getting married, that is the reason why Muslims are not emulating Muhammad. Jesus did not condemn marriage for God's sake. In fact, he blessed marriage. So why is he now saying that because the Christians are getting married, just not get married? That's the reason why. It doesn't just make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Now, finally, you will see the Ustaz admitting that yes, this actually happened. That's the reason why they are not emulating Muhammad. Let's go further.
Jesus Christ, now you have not answered my question. You understand? If I can say, you have not answered my question. You say Jesus Christ don't marry, right? Jesus Christ don't marry. We believe that Jesus Christ is God in flesh. You understand me? And his purpose of coming to this world is not to get married, but to save us. You understand, sir?
Now, for the sake of those who might be doubting if this narration is true or not, maybe it existed or not, or maybe it's just a fabrication, I have a copy of the volume 7 of Sahih Buhari here, and I'll be reading from this Sahih Buhari volume 7 to confirm what the brother says. Let's read and see. Sahih Buhari, volume 7, book 62, number 64. It reads thus. Narrated Aisha that the Prophet wrote the marriage contract with her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old, and then she remained with him for 9 years till his death. And here is another hadith narrating the same event. Sahih Buhari, volume 7, book 64, hadith number 88. Narrated Uwa, the Prophet wrote the marriage contract with Aisha while she was 6 years old and consummated his marriage with her while she was 9 years old, and she remained with him for 9 years, that is, till his death. Is this not clear that what the brother said is actually right? Why was Adepoju ashamed of telling the Muslims in that program that Muhammad in fact married Aisha at the age of 6 and penetrated her at the age of 9? Why is he ashamed to tell the Muslims in that program? Why?
Bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ kí àdéhùn àti ọ̀nà mi ni pé rídìò bàbá Kristi lálẹ́ yìí pẹ̀mí náà gbé tì mo tiẹ̀ gbé tì torí ó ní ojú àjọ pàlórí fóònù ìjẹta ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọkọ̀ sọ yẹn àwọn kwẹ́sàn fún àtọ̀nà méjì sí mi mo wá ń fún lésì onírọ̀ ni mo ń pa èmi ò lè sọ ní gbangba. Máa ní òkè tó bá rú ẹ lójú jẹ́ àpàdé gbangba. A lè ti dé gbangba ní ìsìn. Àṣẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ o, ìkarùn rẹ̀ o. Ṣé kẹfà bí karùn ni? Òkè kẹfà. Ẹ5 ní sáà ìkarùn ní jàre ìyá ṣe sùúrù. Torí kwẹ́sàn alẹ́ yìí yóò kíra díẹ̀ torí àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́ rí lẹ máa gbọ́ lẹ́nu ọ̀nà rẹ lálẹ́ yìí ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀gbọ́ àwọn èsì tẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́ rí lẹ́nu ìmí náà lálẹ́ yìí mo rò pé yé yín àgbọ́yé àtàbà wa dákẹ́ tábà ń pariwo àní gbádùn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn.
My name is Yusuf.
Ó ní orúkọ òun jẹ́ Benedicta.
Stars.
Orúkọ mi ọ̀nà mẹ́rin.
Okay. Mo ní orúkọ mi ọ̀nà mẹ́rin.
Kí ni sọ́ni ìwọ ẹ̀?
Mi ní pínkẹ́ bá mi.
Okay, sorry.
To the second question.
Okay.
Aisha. Ìyàwó
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Nínú Quran, and I quoted after you, obìnrin gbọ́dọ̀ marry at puberty age.
Yes, now.
Fine. Thank God you accept that.
And now.
And she was given to Muhammad at the age of 6 years.
Okay.
Muhammad going unto her at the age of 9 years old.
Okay.
Báwo lẹ wá ṣe fẹ́ kí èmi ọ̀nà mẹ́rin kí n stood so low?
Láti tẹ̀lé irú yẹn.
Tẹ̀lé that kind of a prophet tó defy
ọmọ ọdún mẹ́sàn-án. Thank you very much.
Ṣé ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run
ó ti tó mo ti gbọ́. Mo lè máa gbọ́ ọdún ẹ̀gbọ́ rí.
Náà tẹ́ bá lọ wo.
Má sì lọ ká lọ wo gbogbo ní ká wò ní ìlú. Gbogbo ní ká wò gbogbo ẹ̀ mo kó wá o. wọ́n wá fi tó gbọ́dọ̀ gidi wọ̀nyí lálẹ́.
Ẹ̀dísìrì.
Mo ń gbádùn ẹ̀.
Mo lè má lè pronounce ẹ̀ dáadáa bọ̀ má.
Àdìsí Buhari sọ̀yìn Buhari
Volume 7.
Ẹnà gbogbo ẹ̀wọ̀n níbi.
Ẹ lọ wo 64.
Àlóyè mi sẹ́.
Kámẹ́rà wo Ustaz ẹ̀ máa.
Má wọrí gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà bí. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà bí. Náà aláàbọ̀ ni pé nígbà tó send message lórí fóònù kí ni mo kọ sí ẹ? Mo ní ìzí common sense kà. Ṣùgbọ́n àlàákáyé mu. Kí ẹni tó jẹ́ 52 years kó bá ọmọ 9 years sùn.
Jesus is Lord. Ẹ má sọ yẹn fún mi.
Farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ẹ̀.
I'm getting upset. Ẹ bá wọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ọmọ 5 years tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Saudi Arabia kọ́. Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni bàbá sọ?
Fara ẹ balẹ̀ sẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣá fara ẹ balẹ̀. Mi ò fara ẹ balẹ̀. Òun bẹ́ẹ̀ ò jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Ìbéèrè mo bí ẹ́. Mo ní ṣúgbọ́nà àgàyẹ tó gbádùn mu. Ògbọ́n tí mò ń sọ, ìwọ tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ló yẹ kó mi sí làákàyè. Aisha ò sọ ọmọ 9 years. Ajọmọdé àdìsí kan bí náà ń sìn o. Wàá kà ó kú lè. Ṣé èso tó wà ẹ̀kọ́ yìí fún ni? Mọ̀ọ́jú fẹ́ẹ̀kì. Màá gbọ́ yín tó fẹ́ẹ̀kì èèwọ̀ náà tó kà. Ní ètò wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà ní ti máa kà. Méjì ni máa kà fún ẹ o. Farabalẹ̀. Má sì béèrè mo mọ̀. Wà á béèrè mo mọ̀. Jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ mo ti sọ sádìsì jẹ fún ẹ. Mo ti gbọ́ farabalẹ̀.
Stars kẹ́tó kà ẹ ní sùúrù náà. Èèyàn tó ń gbéyàwó wá bá ní kò kí ń garun.
Ó lè garun ó lè gbọ́dọ̀ àwọn kọ́ bá lọ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ká mọ́lé.
Kó tó dàbí òwe Stars. Now ẹni pé ṣóbálà àkàyè kí ọmọ 50 years old.
Ọmọ 52.
Ọmọ 52 years old. Kó wọlé tọ ọmọ 9 years old. Eléyìí tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Saudi tẹ máa ń lọ àti tó wà lórí and I know you read about it.
Irọ́ funfun ni.
Irọ́ funfun lélẹ̀ tí wọ́n kà sí ẹ̀ pé Ustaz tó wà lórí bọ́ọ̀lù yìí.
Kì í ṣe Islamic channel.
So reason to
Uganda ni ìyá sọ eléyìí.
Ṣé ń gbọ́? Tí bàbá ẹgbẹ́ kìíní náà sọ fún yín, èmi gbà yẹn gbọ́ dáadáa.
Mo ti gbọ́ Kírísítẹ́nì wọn náà, wọ́n láìkí rọ̀ kí a kà ilé.
Èmi ò láìkí rọ̀ kọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
Reality rè.
Ṣẹ̀bá rò tọ́ ẹ̀ wá máa sọ.
Àní mo ti gbọ́ ṣáàjà ká ilé náà.
Ó yá gbọ́.
Náà yàwó ẹ̀dì yẹn náà.
Ọmọ 5 years.
Mo ti ṣá máa wòran mo ti gbọ́.
So 5 years àti 9 years.
Àní mo ti gbọ́.
Mo ń gbọ́.
Kí náà kọ̀ ẹ̀? Age of Aisha at the time of marriage.
Okay. All right. It is believed on the authority of some hadith reports.
Ó wà nínú àwọn tí a gbàgbọ́ nínú àwọn àdìtì kan tí a gbà wá.
Report that the marriage ceremony known as Nikai amounting to betrothal.
Èyí tí ó jẹ́ ìgbéyàwó tí a mọ̀ sí Nikai ní èdè Lárúbáwá tí ó jẹ́ ìdàpọ̀ láàrin ọkùnrin àti obìnrin.
Of Aisha and the Holy Prophet Muhammad took place when she was 6 years of age.
Eléyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin Muhammad àti Aisha nígbà tó wà ní ọmọ ọdún 6.
And that she joined the Holy Prophet as his wife 3 years after.
Ó sì darapọ̀ mọ́ ìdílé Muhammad gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyàwó ní ọdún 3 lẹ́yìn ọdún 6 yẹn ó jẹ́ ọmọ ọdún 9
At the age of 9.
Ó jẹ́ ọmọ ọdún 9.
We quote below from 2 source reports in Bukhari.
Tí a bá wo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ méjì tí a fi lélẹ̀ nísàlẹ̀ Bukhari nínú ọ̀rọ̀ Bukhari aṣọ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí nínú ẹ̀.
Sọ pé èyí tí wọ́n mọ̀ lẹ́lẹ́ ṣòtìrì jẹ̀wá mú mi wà. Éjò kí ló pé lè? 9 ṣòtìrì ṣàfarabalẹ̀ mi láìka bọ̀ sí ìbò ti kà kan má wọ̀rí àwọ̀ àtúkà mi fún wa ń sìn. Ṣùwárí lè ilé ìfẹ́ sọ fẹ́ analyze làwọn fẹ́ lò. Bóyá 9 ní o bí 9 kan ó gbà fún àtọ́sọ̀ pé 9 ní ìsọkúsọ. If the narrative of Aisha
marriage at 7 years of age is held to be true.
Tí ó bá jẹ́ wípé Aisha yìí ó fẹ́ ànábì ní ọmọ ọdún méje bá jẹ́ òótọ́ o.
Aisha should not have been born during the first year.
Ẹjẹ́ pé wọn ní tí bí Aisha ní àsìkò ìjìrà.
Pé kò ṣeé ṣe wọ́n sì bí ńgbà yẹn gbàtọ́ sọ fún ọtí lè bí. Yá tẹ̀síwájú. Another argument here, kí ni èmi Tabari?
Tabari has also reported that at the time Abu Bakr planned on migrating to the Kaaba, that's 8 years before.
Tabari súnmọ́ wá ní nígbà tí Abu Bakr múra tó fẹ́ ṣe ìrìn àjò lọ sí Ethiopia.
Ó wà lọ sí Motan.
With whose son Aisha was engaged and asked him to take Aisha in his house as his son's wife.
Ní àsìkò yìí ni a ti fi Aisha ti fẹ́ sọ́nà fún arákùnrin.
Whose son, I'm coming, with whose son Aisha was and asked him to take Aisha in his house as his son's wife. He has refused because Abu Bakr had embraced Islam. Subsequently, the sons divorced Aisha. Now, if Aisha was only 7 years old at the time of her marriage, she could not have been born at the time Abu Bakr decided on migrating of this report. It seems only reasonable to assume that Aisha had not only been born 8 years before Hijrah, but was a young lady when prepared for marriage. Now, let me ask you, are you okay? I'm okay. Now, let me ask you, question tí mo fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yìí ni pé tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ti wà ripe for marriage, kí ni reason tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún prophet yìí ó take 3 years before it comes to her? If it is true, if this is what
sorry, Islamic perception yàtọ̀ sí worldly perception. Ama ọ̀nà méjì la ma fi ṣe yàwó. Ama nǹkan nípa akídùn nìkan wòlé mọ́tò nìkan. Àwọn ọkọ ṣe bí ìyẹn náà máa ń pè ní bí introduction. Ṣé tí wọ́n introduction lè kó lọ lé ọkọ ẹ̀kọ́? Ṣé o kò sí balẹ̀ báyìí? Àṣọ culture tí wọn náà ń gbà yẹn nìyẹn. Ọkùnrin tí ìbálẹ̀ wọn láṣẹ pọ̀. Wọ́n yìí lé wọn káàkiri ni. Ṣé tí àwùbájú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń dín ní pé kò fẹ́ kí Aisha tẹ̀lé wọn lọ sí Medina, Ethiopia kò fẹ́ lọ ní Albania, Abyssinia àwọn tó bẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn. Ó wá ní wá ọkọ̀ wá sí wa mú ìyàwó ẹ̀ sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀gbọ̀n. Pé ìgò tó bá tẹ̀lé wa lọ, a máa fọlọ́kọ̀ mi lọ. Bàbá ọkọ wa sọ pé no, ẹ̀yin ti ní Muslim, ìfìrí wa ọmọ mi ò lè fẹ́ ọmọ ẹ mọ́, ẹ máa jọ lọ. Ló ṣe fílẹ̀ kó máa bá lọ. Mo rò pé ìgbà tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé Medina tó ṣẹ́jù ni Aisha ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá kó wọlé ànábì at the age of 19.